Hydrocarbons. Most organic compounds contain carbons along with the element hydrogen. Compounds formed from only carbon and hydrogen are called the basic organic compounds. They are called hydrocarbons. The compounds methane, ethane, ethene and ethyne are hydrocarbons. They are made up of only two elements, carbon and hydrogen. Now let us understand why carbon can form many compounds. We know that the electronic configuration of carbon is 2,4. Carbon has 2 electrons in the first orbit and 4 electrons in the second orbit. It requires 4 electrons to achieve the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas, neon, which is 2,8. Therefore, the valency of carbon is 4. Carbon can achieve the inert gas electronic configuration by sharing of electrons rather than by the give and take of electrons. This means that carbon can form 4 covalent bonds with other carbon atoms or atoms of different elements. How is a methane molecule formed? We have learned that a carbon atom requires 4 electrons to achieve the stable electronic configuration, while hydrogen requires 1 electron to achieve a stable state. A carbon atom shares 1 electron with 4 hydrogen atoms and forms 4 carbon-hydrogen bonds to form a methane molecule. Let us now discuss the properties of covalent compounds. Properties of covalent compounds. 1. Covalent compounds have low melting and boiling points. 2. They are generally insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvents. 3. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Carbon shows a unique property of forming covalent bonds with itself. Due to this property, carbon can form long chains which gives rise to a large number of carbon compounds. Hydrocarbons having only single bonds between carbon atoms are called saturated hydrocarbons. Examples of saturated hydrocarbons are ethane, C2H6, and propane, C3H8. Hydrocarbons in which 2 carbon atoms are linked to each other by multiple bonds are called unsaturated hydrocarbons. A multiple bond could be a double bond or a triple bond. Ethene, C2H4, ethyne, C2H2, propene, C3H6, propyne, C3H4. Does an electric charge form on atoms when covalent bond is formed between them? There is no electric charge formed on atoms when a covalent bond is formed between them. Why is a single bond between 2 carbon atoms strong and stable? A single bond between 2 carbon atoms is a covalent bond. Covalent bonds are formed by sharing of electrons. Hence, such bonds are strong and stable. Now, let us perform some activities to understand some properties of carbon. Solubility of carbon. Activity. The apparatus required for this activity are 3 conical flasks and a stirrer. Chemicals required are water, kerosene, cooking oil, and coal powder. Let us begin with the activity. Take 3 conical flasks. Take some cooking oil, water, and kerosene respectively in each conical flask. Now, add a spoonful of coal powder to each of the flasks and stir the contents of each flask with a stirrer. Observe each of the mixtures. In which of the solvents, water, kerosene, and cooking oil, does the coal powder dissolve? Coal powder does not dissolve in any of the solvents. Thus, we can infer that carbon is insoluble in all solvents. Reaction of carbon with oxygen. Activity. To perform this activity, we will require a piece of coal, a burner, a pair of tongs, and moist litmus paper. First, ignite the coal by holding it in the flame of the burner. What do you observe? When coal burns, a gas is given off. Let us hold a moist litmus paper over the gas released. The moist litmus paper turns red. With which gas in air does coal react on igniting, and what is the substance formed? Coal reacts with oxygen from the air to form carbon dioxide. Let us see the reaction. Carbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide gas. We have seen that the moist litmus paper turns red. Reaction of lime water with carbon dioxide. Activity. To perform this activity, we will require some lime water and a straw. Take some freshly prepared lime water in a test tube. Blow for some time into the lime water through the straw and observe the lime water. What do you see? We see that the lime water turns milky. Why does this happen? This happens because carbon dioxide from the air reacts with lime water to give a white precipitate of calcium carbonate. This makes the lime water milky. Let us discuss about carbon dioxide, a compound of carbon.